Man, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3 Boom Beezy, man, and I'm joined with my fellow brother, man, Mr. Al TVA. He on that bullshit. Welcome to your boy By Podcast, Boxing 201. Are you entertained? And I'm here to let y'all know right here, right now. I wasn't entertained by that shit. Got old ass, got my grandpa out here fighting this man. This don't make no good goddamn sense, man. Why we got Mike Tyson out here looking like that? But the event was a hell of an event. You had the stars out. It was beautiful. It was a spectacle. But a lot of those fights was trash. I think Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano kind of stole the show for the night. But we got my man IOTBA up in here, man. So what's up with my boy IOTBA? What you think about the fights that happened last night, bro? Let us know what you think, man. We need you on that bullshit right now, bro. What's up, bro? Holla at you. What's up, Zig? IO. Well, I think something wrong with his audio. But I don't think that Mike Tyson should have. I mean, Mike, I'm glad you got your bag, Mike. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the fact that you got that, but I ain't need to see that shit. A lot of motherfuckers didn't need to see that shit. And you back?
DT3, can you hear me, my guy?
Yeah, I hear you. We hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, my bad about that. Oh, so
Yeah,
what
all
was you
good. Well, what you
saying,
think about
man?
to the last night, bro? Holla at us.
Oh man, it was a glorious event, man. Um, Shout out to Jake Paul, shout out to Mike Tyson, right? For making this happen. 72,000. I was in the building last night. Um, to see and hear that it did 130 plus million people watch this on Netflix, and to see the undercard, right? I thought it was an excellent, exciting event. That's the problem I got, right? With people out here who mad, who in their feelings in a certain type of way, right? This is the problem I got. What did y'all expect? What did y'all expect, ladies and gentlemen? This is a 58-year-old guy, right? Who was getting in the ring again. What did we really expect? Did we really expect a flash in the past of Mike Tyson being able to bob and weave real quick like he used to under custom? Did we really expect that guy to come in the ring? Right? I absolutely didn't expect it from the beginning. This was a amazing event that they put on for boxing. The undercards were great, especially Serrano and Taylor. But what did y'all expect out of Mike Tyson? And this is where I salute Jake Paul. I don't care what nobody say. I salute him.
Got to. You got to.
He carried Mike Tyson. Like if like, listen, he carried Mike Tyson. And DT3, you've been in that square circle and you know. I know you seen what I seen. Jake Paul could have finished Mike Tyson if he wanted to. But
Fourth,
he
fifth
can't,
round. Fourth,
huh?
fifth round.
He could have fit, but he carried him, and that's the salute and respect. But people ain't looking at that. People still want to look at Jake Paul. Oh, whoop de whoop this and whoop de whoop that. But no, Jake Paul is doing the unthinkable. You got guys like Javante Davis who mad and hating, talking about you couldn't get the job done and you put on the shit show. Well, Javante, that wasn't the reason for the season, bozo. Right?
Yeah, and
You
I was
third.
saying that last night on Boxing Gyms channel. Shout out Boxing Gyms. I was saying that same shit last night. It's like that's what it's really about. If you really look at what boxing is more so, I mean, it's always been that to some degree, but what it is more so today is what you saw. It was the spectacle. The stars came out. It was a beautiful event. And that was what, and that was at Jerry's World. The Jerry's World said what, 100,000?
100,000, bro. 72,000 people, 17.4 million gate. It doubled what Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders did, bro. That man, I just don't get it. DT3 the boom. I don't get it.
They
Like
they
this,
gonna shit on this for a while, bro.
look,
They gonna
look,
shit on
this
this
is
for a
this
minute.
look. I blame on fighters like Javante Davis. I blame it on musclehead fighters like Terrence Crawford, who had the audacity, like, I lost a lot of respect for Terrence Crawford coming out saying, "Oh, Mike Tyson look like if y'all ain't gonna say it, I'ma say it. Mike
Right.
Tyson look like trash. He only threw 97 punches." Well, Terrence Crawford, that's a 58-year-old man. What did you expect? And
What you
look,
expect him to do?
I gained a lot of respect DT3 for Bo McNeil, but and Terrence Crawford. I still think he an excellent fighter, right? And I think Bo Mac an excellent trainer, right? Because they defeated Earl Spence, and I gracefully gave them their respect, and they made no excuses about it, and won't make no excuse. Because if you do that, then that's when you dumbing yourself down in the sport of boxing. But what I tell Terrence Crawford, if Mike Tyson looked like trash, tell your butterball ass, and I'm sorry, Bo Mac, but tell your butterball ass coach to get in there and try to go 8 rounds and see if he could throw 97 punches, sir. To disrespect Mike Tyson like that last night, after Mike Tyson has been down with Terrence Crawford, he picked Terrence Crawford to beat Earl Spence and then give no craps about it, right? They ain't looking
Right.
at the fact this is a 58-year-old man who smoked weed on a regular. They ain't looking at it as this dude is 30 years, 40 years past his prime. They ain't looking at it that all the trials and tribulations that he done been through. They ain't looking at it DT3. When he walked out, we seen a damn knee brace on his knee.
Bro,
They
his
should
knee
have
looked
told.
like it was about to do some Sergio Martinez shit.
And then look, that should have showed everybody immediately, bro. But this wasn't about that. Yeah, Jake Paul got in there and he worked Tyson a little bit, right? He did, but he carried Tyson when he seen that he worked Tyson enough. He got his lick back for that slap, right? But I thought that slap was really kind of choreographed, right? In my opinion, I
There's
think it
few people that
was,
think that whole thing was choreographed. The
and
whole
and
the
and
whole
and
shit.
and that's great. Like, look, blame it on Terrence Crawford. Blame it on Javante Davis. Blame it on Earl Spence. Blame it on Keith Thurman, and everybody else in the sport of boxing who let Jake Paul break down the barriers and come into boxing and do this. Because if them guys, DT3 the Boom Man, was doing what they were supposed to do, fighting each other, Jake Paul wouldn't be able to break these barriers and do what he did last night. So it's a lot of jealousy and hate because Jake Paul is putting up these numbers, getting paid this enormous amount of money. And these guys like Tank, when he announced his fight versus Lamont Roach, everybody
Oh
shitted
my
on it,
god.
and now that fight, we don't know when that fight gonna happen because you know why? We are the real bosses of boxing, the fans. Cause we are fans. Just cause me and DT3 Boom and a lot of people out here got YouTube channels, we cover boxing and done been in the sport. We are still fans. We are the real bosses of boxing. And we, as the real bosses of boxing, we are tired of this shit. No, Tank, we don't accept a fight versus you versus Lamont Roach. Because see, at first I thought because they said the card was in January or February. But I just seen that card yesterday, and
Hmm.
Benavidez and Morrell is the main. They the main event, right? I thought Tank was gonna be on that card. So
Mm.
this just show everybody, like us as the real bosses of boxing, we have finally took a stand. DT3, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot, but I just got to get this shit out.
No, get
Listen,
it out, get
DT,
it out, get it out.
listen, DT3, listen, fam. Listen, boxing has been around for thousands of years, right? Thousands of years. Like that's why I'm jealous of the people who were born in the 60s, 70s, and 80s and was able to see the great fights like they did because all them fighters they really fought each other. That's why boxing back in that day was the pinnacle of the sport because they was all trying to put in work. This is real game, bro. I was just watching the documentary on Ken Norton and Muhammad Ali, bro.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Didn't they fight? They fought 2 times, right?
They fought twice because he broke his jaw the first
Look,
time.
I don't think that. And I don't think that Muhammad Ali beat Ken Norton in either one of them fights. That's just I'm just that's what I was watching yesterday. But that just go with my point. That's the type of fights we got, right? That's why boxing was at the pinnacle on ABC, Wild World of Sports. You had Tuesday night fights. You had and also what I watched yesterday. I watched Muhammad Ali and Ken Norton, right, when they went on Johnny Carson. Right, everybody go look for that clip. They went on Johnny Carson and they just did a weigh-in because they fight was on that Monday night and they was talking. This was the second fight because Ken Norton had won the first fight. So in the second fight, they went on Johnny Carson and they was just on there, whoopty whoop, and that's when Muhammad Ali was talking about UFOs and all that type of stuff. But that's what I'm saying. That was the essence. That was the Monday night fight. Look at this era we in today. These guys don't want to fight each other. And people get mad when I say this. These entitled, privileged ass American fighters, bro. DC3 the Boom, and I want everybody to do their research. I want y'all to go look at all the divisions in the sport of boxing. The people across the pond are dominating the division. And look, salute to people across the pond, right, for doing that because people across the pond are still hungry. These American fighters ain't hungry. That's why boxing has went into a shithole. And Jake Paul, meaning to my point, where Jake Paul was able to break down this barrier from a YouTuber guy to come in here and be the biggest star in boxing besides Canelo.
Well, he knew the blueprint. He figured out a lane and he made the best of it. And now he's reaping the benefits of it in full form. Because if you look at it, what fighters should have did is when COVID hit, that's when they should have mainly hit the market because duh, motherfucker, we at home. We can't do shit but be at home. So the perfect thing for y'all to do is fight. If y'all motherfuckers is out here fighting and scrapping, giving us something to do while we at home, then that would have put more eyes on boxing. But niggas didn't do that. Jake Paul decided to take his lane and give us some of these YouTube fights, and then Jake Paul already has a following. He already has millions of people that watch his videos. So to know that he's finna get in a boxing ring, he's finna bring those fans over here to watch him fight. So then it's like, oh shit! Not only am I getting this celebrity money over here, I could get this boxing money too. So he just came over here, got this boxing money, slid over here during COVID, all the shit. What's up, Candace? And and then he started making money off of motherfuckers. And now you got to look at Jake Paul as the face of boxing. Tank ain't doing nothing. And for one, if you already had Netflix, if you already had it, it's a free fight. So imagine the people who didn't. People was like, bro, everybody got Netflix. There are people on the planet that do not have Netflix, that purchase Netflix just to watch this shit. Okay, all those 100 and something million some streams, I'm sure some of those people bought Netflix. I'm not gonna say all of them or half of them. I ain't gonna say no percentages. I don't know none of that. But what I do know, somebody bought Netflix just to watch that fight. Didn't give a fuck about nothing else. They probably got Prime. They probably got Disney Plus. They probably got HBO Max. They probably good. And it was like, well, they bought the Netflix so they could watch motherfucking Tyson fight somebody. And all y'all old heads that thought Mike Tyson was going to go in there and knock this young man out, y'all tripping. I told y'all what was going to happen. Shout out Boxing Gyms because I was on Gyms shit last night. I already knew what was going to happen. He going to have one moment throughout the whole duration of that fight. He going to have one cool moment that's going to get people standing up, to get people saying, ooh, Mike Tyson, yeah. And that's it. It's over with. He ain't going to have the gas. He too old. The boy looked like his knee was finna go out like Sergio Martinez. I'm trying to tell you, that shit was real life. So I'm not really get your bag, Mike. Anybody want to think I'm hating on Mike? I'm not hating on Mike. Get your bag, bro. But I don't want to see that shit. But get your bag, bro. But Jake Paul is really the face of boxing, bro. Jake Paul really the face of boxing. He really putting on. He doing the numbers. That's why Tank Davis is talking about him, because he doing bigger numbers. Jake Paul ain't finna put on no streaming fight. He ain't finna do that. He ain't finna. It ain't like he finna fight Shakur Stevenson and he finna say stream it on Netflix. He's not finna do that. So because he's not doing that, he's not moving that in that way and doing those numbers, making that type of money. Because what do you know what they made at the gate?
17.4 million. They
At the
almost
gate,
doubled Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, which did like 9.1.
do you know what Errol and Mikey did?
They didn't do that. It wasn't
They didn't
even
do
close
that,
to that. It wasn't even
right?
close to that. Like, look. This is what Jake Paul is doing, right? And we as boxing fans, we should be happy and amazed because look, I rather if I'm a boxing fan, if I wasn't from Texas, from Dallas, and I wasn't able to go to that fight last night, uh, if I'm a fan across the world, I would rather pay the $6.99 for ads or the $15 with no ads and be able to watch all the fights on Netflix. He have really broken the barrel to where I really truly believe this move will make pay per view go dead. I think this is the move if all boxing
I'm glad you said
promoters.
that. You took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say that because I was thinking that this is what's going because you remember you've been on this motherfucker 11,000 years, nigga. So you remember when the Charlos and everybody when the zone first popped and how everybody was talking shit about fights being on the app and that shit ain't gonna go and that shit gonna be out of business and all that bullshit. And now the zone is a big time app with all the fights and sports with soccer, all kind of shit going. They got Muay Thai fights on that bitch. They all got all kind of shit going on the zone app now. And to be able to do that with Netflix, to where now all you got to do is purchase an app like Netflix or the Zone, and you can get these big major marquee fights without having to pay no extra like 80 or only thing I don't like is with the zone, you do gotta pay an extra like $60 when they did like the AJ versus Dubois fight, you still gotta pay that extra pay-per-view money. That's the only thing I don't like. But on Netflix, that take that away. And I think that's good. That's good for the fans. Might not be good for the producer, might not be good for Eddie Hearn and Floyd and Leonard and all them and Allen and all them, but that is good for the fans because we get fights we want to see on networks that ain't really that expensive to really pay for. Because ain't nobody watching TV no more. Nobody's really sitting down and watching TV like that. Everybody's watching their phone.
Yeah, and look, no, it could be good for them fighters, right? Because like I said, this could bring back the essence, right? Because if y'all start fighting each other like they do on the UFC, like I was saying, thousands of years, would you would have thought that UFC mixed martial arts would have been able to take over boxing in a 30-year period? Would they would have ever
No,
fathomed
not with because I think about it. When did UFC come out? In what the
30 years ago?
30 years ago? So early 2000s. So we were still getting good fights and even in the build up to that, we were still getting decent fights in boxing. So it was pretty good in the sport of boxing at the time, and especially where UFC started and how it came in. Of course, you was thinking something like that ain't finna last no time, but for it to surpass boxing in the sense of viewership, it might not pass it in the sense in the fighters getting paid the way that boxers get paid, but in viewership and notoriety to fight on in the UFC, yeah, the UFC has surpassed boxing in a lot of ways. For one, because they got one title, they got one belt, and you're undisputed. You don't need to win multiple belts to be undisputed or whatever the fuck. You don't need to do that, and you don't need to have clout to. I'm that John trying to change that fucking shit now. John Jones on some hoe shit because he ain't trying to fight John Empanor. That's I'm not even finna go there right now. I'll
Nah,
go there in a
I
minute.
ain't mad at that though.
I
I
am. I
no, I'm
am.
not. And look, and I'm glad you because that you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm so excited. Listen, y'all, I'm so more excited for the UFC events than I do boxing events. Like people watching boxing tonight, I'm watching the UFC. I'm gonna be honest with you, DT3 the Bone Man. I'm watching the UFC. I'm watching John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. I'm watching Chandler versus Charles Oliveira, right? That's what I'm watching tonight, bro. I'm not watching Zerto or look. Respect the Golden Boy. I got much love for him, but that don't intrigue me like this
Right.
UFC shit do. And when you say about John Jones, bro, he made a hell of a point, bro. Like John Jones done did everything possible. What else do he got to prove? Stipe Miocic is the most glamorified heavyweight champion ever in the UFC, right? This is the fight John Jones should do. And then hell yeah, I want to see him versus Alex Pereira. You don't think I want to see him do that Indian walk and then put that bow and arrow? You know what I'm saying?
But that's the same concept they do in boxing. That's the
No,
same
no,
concept.
no. But this the thing. That will be John Jones' last fight. He let it be clear. If you heard him in the press conference interview, he like, I'm do this Stipe fight, right? Because he the one talking retirement. This could be it for him if this fight is super hard. Which I
I
look,
think it's gonna be hard for him.
I got
I
mixed
think it's
feelings
gonna be
on this
hard for
fight,
this man.
DT3. I think John Jones, I don't know. DT3, I respect Stipe Miocic. Stipe Miocic ain't never got the type of respect that he deserved because he ain't more of the media flashy guy, give you the great interviews. He a guy who from Ohio and he just got that way he is. He don't got the spectacular, whoopty whoop.
Yeah,
But one thing
he don't sell. That's what they call they don't he don't sell. He don't
but
have a
but
selling
but he could
personality.
fight his ass off.
But
I was watching.
that's what he can do. He sell in that ring. He gonna sell you that fight. He gonna do that. But if you looking for a sound bite, he's not the. That's why you know what I talk my shit about this man. I'm finna have a commercial, quick one. I talk shit about this dude, and I'm not talking about Wilder either. But I just talk shit about him. A lot of people talk shit about him. But the one thing you cannot say about this dude, and that's why, in a sense, we love to have him in the sport, is the nigga can sell a motherfucking fight no matter who he fighting. He can sell a fight fighting your grandmama,
AB.
A motherfucking B, bruh. That nigga, if he can't do nothing else, bruh, if he can't do nothing
And he
else with
fight
himself,
everybody.
he can sell a fight, bro. That
And he
motherfucker can
fight
sell a fight,
everybody.
bro. He gonna
Look,
make you watch him, bro. He gonna
and he
make you
fight
tune in.
everybody. He was doing, and that's one thing that I don't like about boxing, bro. Like back in the day, you took loss. You didn't want to lose, but losses shouldn't define you. Like look at Ramos last night against Mario Barros. Is that his name, Ramos, right?
Yeah, Mario Barrios. Yeah, Mario
No,
Barrios.
and that other dude, he was fighting
And
Ramos that
Ramos,
time.
yeah, it's Ramos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him last night, 28-6. 28-6. Right? And Ramos always been a good fighter, bro. He got the opportunity of that moment, and look what he almost
Yeah, that's what
did
I'm saying.
last
But they
night.
don't wanna the first thing they gonna say is niggas don't know who he is. I'm like, just because y'all don't know who he is, just because y'all haven't seen him, don't mean that he ain't good. Just because you know about this particular fighter and that's who they talking about, and you've seen him do good and you've seen him beat people, don't mean that there's not another dude out there that's better than him that you don't know about. Manny Pacquiao, when he hit the scene, he came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Didn't nobody know who he was. He came out of nowhere, came out of clean fucking air. But nobody want to, pay no attention to that. They want to, you got to know who they is. That's why they Andre Ward said what he said about Tim Tszyu when Tim Tszyu lost to old boy. He was like, that was stupid for him to lose to a fighter like that, cause because now he lose his market value because of who he lost to
And
and
this
how he
coming
lost.
and this coming from a guy in Andre Ward who never had market value. Great
He
fighter.
didn't sell. He wasn't told.
Great
He didn't.
fighter. Great
Come on,
fighter.
man. Come, yeah,
Great
true,
fighter.
true.
He a great fighter. But this comes from a guy who never had market sale. And speaking of Andre Ward, right? Last night I seen him on his little live on IG. You know that he trying to put his name in the hat for Jake Paul. He told me ain't nobody said my name in 7 years. I know Andre Ward's your guy, right? I know he's from the Bay, right? But I must address the bullshit on Andre Ward. This dude came out and said, "Ain't nobody said my name for 7 years. I've been retired for 7 years. Ain't nobody said my name." Well, Andre Ward, what's the reason why you retired? Because you seen them young guns coming up and you didn't want to give them no smoke. Just say you want to fight Jake Paul. We don't need all that extra stuff, sir.
Yeah, I don't. Um,
Like, cause
just
everybody
and
know,
just to inform you, I don't really. I respect Andre's boxing prowess, but some of these dudes, the person, I don't really fuck with like that. I
you know
don't
who my,
really. I
you
don't
know
really.
who like one of my favorite fighters, bro, or like Antonio Tarver, bro. Like, bro,
You've met Antonio. You met Tarver before.
yes,
What he like?
yes, bro. Like, he one of the sharpest minds in boxing that I've ever spoken to or interviewed, bro. Like, when I tell you that man really know boxing from A to Z. I know people look at his show he doing. I watch his show faithfully, right? Because he really know boxing. And he said that these guys come train with me, I could show these guys. And I truly believe that, bro. Like, Tarver was a dog coming up. Like, people need to look back at Tarver when he was coming up, right? He was really a true dog. He was really the one who, he was really the boogeyman back then. He had the make Roy Jones fight him, right? But like I said, when it comes to one of the great minds in boxing, like, I think Antonio Tarver is slept on. Like, bro, and I think whenever Antonio Tarver get his opportunity with one of these guys, he gonna shine bright. I just like
You think he
Antonio
just
Tarver.
needs somebody that's willing to train under him?
Oh man, bro. Like, man, bro. Oh man, if he had somebody, like, I wish they would listen to, like, I don't understand why Antonio Tarver don't get the respect like he deserved, bro. Like,
He's not the
I,
only one. It's a lot of fighters
no, it's a
that
lot of fighters. Another thing, James Tony talking about he want to fight Jake Paul. Okay,
they want the check, bro. They
and I
want
ain't
that
mad
bag.
at. And
That's
look
all
what
it
he
is,
doing
bro.
though. He giving back to the older fighter. James Tony probably need that check.
Yeah, that's all. They like if Mike can get it. Now all that fight did last night was just get a lot of my old heads juiced up and want to get that Jake Paul check or think they can
Yeah.
get up in there. They seen Mike get his old ass in there and fight, compete for 8 rounds. They think they can do that shit too. It's like no, sit your ass the fuck down. Sit your old asses the fuck down and count something. Go eat something, kick it with your grandbabies, your great grandbabies, whatever the fuck you got to do. But hell no, I do not want to see James Tony fight. I don't want to see none of these old heads fight. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Riddick Bowe gonna get his little dog ass out here talking about he want to fight. Everybody gonna tell that nigga sit his ass fuck down. Hell no. Mm-mm.
Say, you know what, DT3? I
Yeah.
love Clarissa Shields. Interviewed her many a time. I love her, bro, but I know she feeling
What
real
is
foolish.
okay? I gotta ask you this. I'm glad I got you. I'm glad I got you on the panel. What is she really like? Like, what is she for real? Cause I talk my
Now,
shit about her and shit, but
to
what
be
is she
honest,
like? What is she
Clarissa
really on?
Clarissa is really cool in real life, bro. She is really bubbly, like, in real life. You know, it's just DT3, you a fighter, right? You
Yeah,
real cool in real life, but people don't know you as that fighter, bro. Like, and when you if you that fighter come out of you and you start saying stuff a certain way, right? That'll make people look at you like this wooty woo. But you know you the truth though. But they don't
yeah.
know that other person who you are. And is Clarissa Shields arrogant? Yeah, she is, but she deserved to be, right? She deserved to be. Did she piss me off? When she said she want to get in there and fight, man, yeah, that pissed me off, right? Because I didn't like that because they talk about men hitting women, which I don't condone. So
Yeah,
why would
that's
this?
that's that's what yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Not to
So
cut
why
you
would
off.
this
Like,
woman want to get in there and fight a man. You can't beat Jake Paul, Clarissa Shields. You can't beat him. Like you can't beat him. I'm sorry. You the top woman fighting in the world, but you can't beat him. But what she looked real foolish at, right? Instead of dissing Jake Paul like she did earlier, right? She was at the fight last night. Instead of dissing Jake Paul earlier like she did, she could have been in the Amanda Serrano position. Like she could have been working with Jake Paul and been on his cards, and it would have been a huge
But she
spectacle.
already know she said she ain't finna be on no Jake Paul
But
undercard.
th-
You already
but
know
that's
she ain't
that's
doing
the ego of her. That's the foolishness of her, right? Because if I'm Clarissa Shields, I would love if I'm any fighter now going forward. I want to be on Jake Paul card. I want to be on his card. Yeah, Jake Paul deserves to be the main event because like he bring the celebrity. But just think if you can get a Shakur versus a Javante Davis on that same card. Think if you can get uh another type big fight on that same card and another type big fight on that same card. That's gonna do massives. So what these people need to do instead of hating on Jake Paul, y'all need to go try to get a relationship with him, right? Because what he doing for the sport of boxing, it ain't nobody doing that. Canelo is Canelo, right? Everybody know Canelo is the truth. Like we know what Jake Paul is, right? But if y'all could get on there and y'all could help y'all brand and make more money, because to tell you the truth, they need to go and get rid of pay-per-views and go
it.
back to this Netflix and do this stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because we talk about the UFC money. No, the money is running down, bro. That money ain't there no more for these fighters like that, like it used to be, bro. That money
Yeah.
ain't there because the intrigue ain't there no more. I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago for a Kid Austin fight. I got a chance to interview.
Oh my
I
God.
got a
Shit,
chance.
Lord.
What you think about Kid Austin?
Ugh. Oh my God. Um, another hype job. Another dude that can fight, can beat, pretty average opposition, C level, could
Yeah,
beat
he
decent B
2020
level.
he 2021 though, and
Yeah,
that's
but
this.
when he starts to go up, the reason, okay, this is my whole argument about these type of niggas and how they are when they come up. All right, you see them fight, and then you see these dudes that can't take their punches, right? Can't handle their speed, can't deal with them, can't do nothing with them. Then you see dudes that can kind of do something, deal with their speed, can deal with their pop a little bit, and these are supposed to be low opposition. And then you start to think and then you start seeing them get hit. You start seeing their holes and all that. Then you start to think. That's why. That's why. And I'm gonna say this. There's a reason why Boots will not fight Blair Cobbs.
Hell yeah,
I'll
I
get to that in
agree.
a minute. There's
I
a reason
agree.
why he won't fight
Oh,
him.
talk that shit, DT3.
But you see dudes like Kid Austin. We just saw it with Abdullah Mason. Just seen it with that nigga. Okay, all right. And I love Abdullah Mason. I do. I got love for bruh. The fact that he still got to move like a prospect 2 years in a row is unfathomable to me. But anyway, dudes like that end up fighting somebody that can punch. And these dudes, this is a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's a fight. Regardless of how y'all want to look at it, how y'all want to feel about it, how y'all want to love these fighters and respect their skill set, it is a fight. Okay, these dudes will get hit. Why you think Shakur Stevenson didn't want to get close to Dos Santos? He didn't want to
Well,
get
talk
touched
that
by that
shit.
man.
Talk that
He didn't
shit,
want to get touched by
DT3.
him. He didn't want no parts of that man at all. So he had to stay back. That's why I said if Devin Haney really wanted to beat Ryan Garcia, he would have made that shit boring as fuck. He would have stayed away from Ryan. He would have tried to keep him behind the jab. He'd have got booed, all the shit.
I
But
don't
guess
think he
what?
could have though. I
He
don't think he could have.
if he knew what he was doing, if he'd have fought like he was supposed to, he did what he was supposed to. He could have made that shit boring, and he would have won the fight, but he would have gotten a lot less publicity. He'd have got a lot of people would talk. People would talk shit about Devin regardless, because before Devin lost to Ryan Garcia, Devin was fighting everybody. He was still fighting everybody. He could be Chinny Devin all day long. But Amir Khan was chinny in the motherfucker, but didn't nobody talk shit about Amir Khan fighting mother. He a warrior, he's a savage, Amir got heart, all this shit. But everybody knew Amir Khan chinny as shit. But still respect that motherfucker for getting in there. But when Devin was doing it, nah, he didn't get that same respect. That's what I didn't like. But this shit with Ryan, I'm like, now you're giving people real
I
reasons
still
to not fuck.
respect Devin, bro. Like I wasn't one of them dude, even though it was a little milligram, he still cheated. He deserved his just suspension, and that loss should be taken away. He cheated, and it ain't no other way around it, right? It ain't no other way around it. I wasn't one of them dudes saying, "Oh, he could still beat him." How do we know that? How do we know he could still beat him? But this is so for people to say that y'all sound like stupid fools. How do we know that Ryan Garcia would have beat Devin Haney when he got tested for some shit that was in his system? How do we know that? How could people be so ignorant to say that when a dude get tested for something in his system and we say he could still beat him, right? I'm just saying, how could we say that? Like, do I want to see the fight again for them to settle it? Yes. But how can we say that he would have beat him and then he tested positive for some weird shit that was in his system? But see, this is what I don't like with Devin Haney and Bill Haney. Look, I'm happy that I mean, they supposed to be upset. They have the right to be upset and saying, whoop de whoop. But even though he cheated, the amount he had in his system, they went and filed this lawsuit. Hey, power to him, right? But when Bill Haney did that, that took a lot of morale away from the way people looking at Devin Haney and Bill Haney because you this is unfathomable because their lawsuit was for punitive damages, right? Right, and punitive damages when you file in a lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen, they're filing a lawsuit saying that he did harm and damage to him. Now that is a bullshit lawsuit, and they wasted a lot of money because, like, a lawyer could say the stuff that he had in his system, the little bitty amount, even though he cheated, that's in drinks and sports stuff around the world, right? So I think it's a 403. They call it a 403 in court when somebody object. That means a waste of time, right? And I think this lawsuit was a waste of time of this. And I think Bill and them doing this, it took a hit on the morale of them because if you're looking at the whole situation, did Ron cheat? Yeah. Glad the victory, glad the loss took off Devin Haney record. But suing Ryan Garcia for the little amount that was found up in him, you're not going to be able to prove that within a reasonable doubt and saying that this dude
Yeah.
intentionally tried to do harm
You
on
did
you.
that to do harm to you. Yeah, that's where I thought it was like, bro, this shit kind of like ain't cool. It's like, okay, you got them to say, okay, bro, he dirty. They give you your they take the loss away. Okay, cool. At that point, you won. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just move on, keep training, or take a break. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some pussy or something. Do your thug thing. Go about your shit. But back to what I was gonna say about Kid Austin is that I just think when he go up against somebody, like he could fight somebody, and I'm just saying him as style wise. I'm just saying style and skill wise. I'm not saying like right now, but stylistically and skill wise, if Kid Austin was to fight somebody of a Mikey Garcia S type, he'll lose.
Yeah.
He'll lose.
He got things he need to work on, and I agree with you. When I was at the fight, I told his I told his daddy that I got a great relationship with them. But I can't be me if I can't tell the truth. Like I like Kid Austin, that's my guy. But he need more time, right? Like, is he rated number 2 in the WBA? Yeah, but it's more things that he need to work on. But look, the one thing I'm not mad at about Kid Austin, because he don't give a damn if he think he need more time or not. He want to fight, and I want everybody to. And this ain't making no excuses for Kid Austin, right? Because that fight that he had against that guy, that was a huge step up. That was a guy who was 20-3 and never been knocked out, right? So that was a huge fight, right? But like I said, what Kid Austin is, he's showing the epitome. Like he want to fight these dudes, win, lose, or draw. He want the opportunity. I like how you broke down Shakur Stevenson. Like Shakur, I don't want to see you. Dude, I want to see Keyshawn versus Javante Davis now. Because guess what? I know that them dudes is gonna really try to come out there and try to fight. Shakur, like, listen, Shakur, he did this to himself. Like Shakur pissed me off when he said F the fans, right? He said F us, right? Because we criticized him, on some of his previous performances and tell us we don't know what we talking about. If you ever had an interview with Shakur, I had a chance to interview Shakur 2 or 3 times in my career. When you interview this guy, this guy think he knows everything. DT3. Like if you say something, well, I don't feel like that. Well, no, 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 I see it like that. And I'm not saying that you can't have the right to feel how you feel, but when something is clear cut, no debating, you shouldn't do that. And when you speak on the Shakur, I don't want to see you against Javante Davis. Now, that don't make no sense to me because I'm not gonna pay no pay-per-view to watch you not want to fight. I know Keyshawn Davis, whether people think he ready or not, he the most ready that I could see in that division that got up next. And I think he is that'll be a way better fight than Shakur versus Tank Davis, which we know when Shakur fight a power punch. And then look, I said this in the video, DT3. Tell me if I'm lying. Oh, that dude looked awesome against slow, flat-footed Mexican fighters. He looked great. He looked like Sweet Pea, Floyd Money Mayweather. Oh boy, he looked like the best ever. But when he fight a guy who could move their legs and got popped, boy, Shakur looked totally different, bro. And if Shakur get in there and fight Javante Davis, bro, that's not going to
He
be.
gonna break him down. He just gonna break him down. That's why I was like, everybody when I started now, this is what I will say about Tank. Because for those who wanna me to reiterate what I meant about Blair Cops and Boots, I ain't forgot about you. I know y'all listening, so I got you. But give me a second. But what I'm saying about Tank is Tank do lose rounds. So Tank and he's using the Floyd Mayweather motto is the best way to have a long-term career is to take as little punishment as possible. That's why he's fighting dudes that don't have the potential to really do a lot of damage to him. Like Lamont Roach can't hurt. That's why when I'm like, bro, Lamont Roach can't hurt Tank. If you can't hurt him, I don't care. You can have as much skill as you want to. If you cannot hurt that man, it will be for nothing because he's going to come forward and he's going to let them heavy little ass hands go, bruh, and he's going to catch you with some hot shit. It's going to happen sooner or later. You cannot avoid that shit from that nigga. So you have to hurt that nigga. You have to hit him with some shit to make that nigga think like, oh shit, I don't want to get caught with that. I don't want to. You have to make Tank want to do something that he don't want to do, which is get on the back foot and box. You want to put Tank on the back foot, but you got to have pop for that. Now, do I think Keyshawn got pop to keep him on the back foot? No. Do I think he got enough pop to put him on the back foot or make him take a couple backward steps? Yeah. But to maintain that, no. I don't think he got the pop to stand up to Tank. I think he going to get caught with something. I didn't see him get caught with too many overhand rights. So I think he gonna get caught with a good right hook or two. And
I
I
don't
think
see
the, I
none
think
of
I
them
think I think the
DC3.
right hook and the left uppercut is gonna finish Keyshawn Davis. I think it's
DC,
gonna be a good fight for like the first like 8 rounds. Like the first 8 rounds, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna give people their money's worth. But once it get late and Keyshawn slow down, because that's what Tank do. He gonna wait for you because he gonna lose some early rounds. He's going to lose them. And once Keyshawn slow down, Keyshawn is going to get fucked up. the thing is these boxers, these pure boxers, if niggas ain't noticed it, because even we got a nigga doing it to other niggas. Pause. So they figured out, bro, these dudes that got the skill and all that shit, yeah, them niggas get hit, bro. That's why I kind of started appreciating Floyd's defensive prowess more and more the more I watch boxing and shit now. But at the end of the day, that's why I said Blair Cobbs want to fight Boots, because he know he gonna catch Boots. He know he gonna hit him.
Yep.
It's a fight. Boots can be all slick and have all the skill and look all cute as he want to.
Man,
But
I
he
need to
gonna
get you
get
in
hit.
touch with Blair Cobbs to get him on your show, DT3. You ever interviewed him?
You said what?
You ever interviewed Blair Cobbs?
No, I ain't never. I just watch either yo interviews or I see him on
Bro,
Fight
I need
Hype
to
or
get.
shit.
I swear, I need to get you in touch with him, bro. Like, I'm gonna hit him up and tell him I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna shoot
But I
you.
think Blair could beat Boots, not necessarily because he got more skill. He got the pop.
Yep.
Blair could punch. And I think Boots don't want to fight him. He's sitting there talking about, you see what I did to you in spar? I'm like, yeah, just a fight. You could sit here and touch him the fuck up all he want to. All Blair needs is like one or two good ones, and he gonna put you on your ass. And he gonna catch you with something. Eventually, he's going to catch you. So, and you get hit, Boots. The point is that I'm trying to tell you people is these niggas get hit. Okay? They get hit. They don't fight certain niggas because they know if they fight that nigga, he's going to hit him and put him on his ass. If not, put him to sleep. They know that shit. That's why you gotta respect niggas like AB and all the shit for fighting niggas like that. Cause I'm telling you, that's why Boots don't want no parts of Blair Cobbs. That's what we talking about sparring. Nigga, fuck sparring. Nigga, it's a fight. It's a fight, bruh.
Yep.
And you get caught with shit, Boots. Like your last fight, that dude was sharp.
Man,
he had a nice sharp left hook. He had a good sharp overhand right. He just didn't have the necessary skills in the gas tank to maintain that shit for a whole 12. And he didn't really had no good defense. You feel me? But if he had some pop on them punches, oh, nigga, Boots would have been on his ass a few times. And I'm not saying that like Boots ain't, because I even projected to Boots to have this. I said Boots has the skill set to beat Terrence. Would he beat him? It's a different thing, because the nigga get hit. And if he getting hit like that with stupid shit from these niggas, if Terrence hit you with that same shit, what you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen? He ain't gonna be on his feet. He gonna get hit. It's going to happen. Everybody's saying Boots gonna hit Terrence. Did Boots knock out his last opponent? No. Did he hurt him? Yeah, he hurt him. Did he put him out? Is he taking niggas out? No, he ain't taking niggas out like that. So do I think will he have a good fight with Terrence? Yeah, it'll be a cool little fight, but he not winning that shit. He's not winning it. He's not winning that fight. And I think Virgil Ortiz is a fight that he making too late, in my opinion. I think they should have fought when them niggas was younger, and they should have fought when they was at 47. I think that shit would have been fireworks. But if Virgil get hit too much, he gonna get touched the fuck. Man, nah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, like I said, Boots is a good fighter, right? But he ain't what y'all think he is, right? Like, and I tell people this, right? Coming up in boxing, bro, like these new era fighters these days, these guys, they're not putting themselves through the proper transition, to become a real deal fighter. Like if you look at Boots' resume, he in there with a lot of softball hitters. He ain't had that type of fight with a guy who we could say, oh, Boots arrived. And y'all got to remember, Boots is the same guy who still ain't won no belt. And I tell people this. I interviewed Brian Norman like 2 or 3 days. Brian Norman Sr., his daddy, 2 or 3 days ago. And I told him this months ago. He told me I was wrong. I told him if Brian Norman and Boots fights, Brian Norman gonna knock him out. And that ain't just cause I interview his daddy, right? Because if I thought anybody could beat Brian Norman, or I tell him, I told him he would knock him out. I think Brian Norman Jr., especially after seeing that Barrios fight last night, Brian Norman Jr. is the real deal in that welterweight division.
Yeah, I think he's going. I think that's why Boots is talking about going to 54. They doing Crawford like they did, like they was doing Canelo. You know what I mean? I mean, you gotta. Why am I? What I have to say? You have to understand, nigga. You know, because I remember when Crawford was nobody. I remember when Crawford didn't sell, didn't nobody care about who Crawford was and all that. He didn't have no name. He ain't did nothing in the division. Blah 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 blah. Now everybody want to fight him. Now he duck. Now it's like it's the polar opposite now. So for me, I think all this shit is, like I said, it's all a clout chase. Just like for Kid Austin to be sitting here talking about now he want to fight Shakur Stevenson and these niggas looking for Tank Davis and all that shit. Like, bruh, it's to me, it's all a clout chase. It's all a clout chase. You and with Teofimo, like it's like this. The shit is it's a contradictory and a clout chase all at the same goddamn time. You got Teofimo talking about he want to fight Terrence, and then when Terrence talk about fighting Canelo, whom is older than Teofimo, who got more time in the game, and Terrence is pretty much one leg in, one leg out at this stage in his career. He got a couple more fights in him, and he out of here. And Teofimo don't got to do shit at 54 to fight Terrence, but Terrence got to do something at 68 if he want a Canelo fight. But Terrence is the more accomplished fighter between him and Teofimo. Like, it's just a lot of bullshit that don't make entirely no sense. I want to see Teofimo fight Jack Catterall. That's what I want to see. I don't want to hear nothing about no Crawford, nigga. I don't want Catterall. When you
I
gonna
think
fight my nigga
Catterall the
Catterall?
best in the division.
You know what I'm saying? Fight that nigga. But he ain't gonna fight him. That's too much like right. That's too much like fucking right to fight my nigga Catterall. You know what I mean? That's who I want. Like, and I told niggas Matias was overhyped. I said Matias is overhyped. And what happened? They said that I was tripping. He killed somebody, and all this filth, flooring, filth and shit. As soon as he ran into Liam Piro, what the fuck happened? Yeah. So now niggas
Who
talking
you
about
got, Liam Perham or Richard Hitchison? I mean Richard Hitchison.
Liam.
Yeah.
Liam. The reason why is, and I'm speaking straight terms, ladies and gentlemen. Niggas don't got gas to go with niggas who don't give a fuck. Like, he don't got the gas. Like, the skill they had the skills. Niggas got skills. I give niggas that all day long that they got the skills, pay the bills and all that. They don't got the gas. When they go against a dude that can stand there with them and can throw, Liam Puro could punch. People forgetting that nigga could punch too. So when they get in there with a dude like that they gotta be careful and they know, oh shit, this is a fight. Yeah, nigga, this ain't sparring, nigga. This is a fight. This dude could hit. He ain't no puck. He about that action, boss. It's a different day for most African American fighters. I noticed that now. How it be for them. Like they don't have the stamina or the endurance to maintain. That's why when like I said, it's one of the reasons why I really got a lot more respect for Floyd as a boxer more so than kind of how he moved as a person. Because when you look at how he fought and how he used his defense and how he knew his opponents and all that, even and I'm not talking about Money May when I'm speaking about Floyd Mayweather, ladies and gentlemen. I'm speaking about Pretty Boy too. Okay. Yeah. Cause I recently watched him fight Chop Chop, and he systematically broke Chop Chop the fuck down. They just broke that nigga down, and this is when Floyd was getting hit.
And fight.
Yeah, that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally systematically broke Chop Chop down. You know what I'm saying? So, and another thing I didn't know, I didn't find out till recently watching that Chop Chop Corley fight was I didn't even know that him and Zab Judah didn't even want to fight. And the only reason why they fought was because Mike Tyson was like, fuck that nigga. Y'all niggas got to fight. Fuck that friend shit. Y'all niggas fight. the people want to see y'all fight. Woo, da, 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 and they
For
fought.
real?
Yeah,
I
look
didn't
at that.
know that.
Mike Tyson told them niggas that they was friends. They was friends at the time. They was hella cool. They went to Mike Tyson's spot, kicked it with Tyson, and Mike Tyson asked him straight up, like, when y'all two gonna fight? And they looked at each other and said that they looked at each other, and then they was like, they partners, they ain't trying to fight each other. And Tyson was like, fuck that, nigga, people want to see y'all. Y'all like the best in the world at the time. You know what I'm saying? So y'all should be fighting. Thus, and then we get Zab Judah Floyd Mayweather. Look it up. So y'all don't want to believe me.
And you know what? To get back on your Javante point, you know what's so disappointing? I don't think none of them dudes could beat him.
Who?
And
Which
none of them
dudes?
dudes. I don't think none of them.
None of them can beat them because they
I don't
don't
think
have
none of them.
the they don't have the gas. That's why I'm sitting there telling niggas like Devin don't got the beard. He got the skill. He don't got the beard. He gonna get hit. It's over with. Done. Boop, boop. You know what I mean? Shakur don't want to fight Tank for real. You don't want to. You think you could punch with that nigga? You think you could punch with him?
And what did you feel? How did you feel? Look, like this is another thing. Terrence Crawford been pissing me off a lot lately, bro.
I noticed.
He pissed me off. Like he said, no, Javante. I mean, Keyshawn Davis say knock, 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 Javante. Then I see a look when Shakur and Crawford there. He say, "Nah, big bro first." And I'm thinking to myself, hold up,
Don't
you
Keyshawn
ain't
trade with
just
Bomake?
no. That's what I'm thinking. Shakur ain't getting no money. He ain't training with y'all. He ain't bringing no money. Y'all trainers ain't getting no. Keyshawn actually giving y'all money, and
Yeah,
y'all able
that
to put in.
10,000 ticket, that 10,000 selling is
So why
wild.
would Terrence Crawford say no? He go first if Keyshawn want that, and that's your stable mate, Terrence Crawford. Like this is why I got a problem with Shakur because he is an Olympic style fighter. That's where he's stuck at. Now, if he could let his ego get by him, he'll be working with Bomac. Because if you look at Keyshawn Davis, you can see that dude done got better and better and better under Bomac. But DT3, I appreciate you bringing me on, dog. I got to get out of here, man.
Like, do your thug thing, man. I appreciate having you, man.
All right, fam.
It's my boy, Mr. IOTBA. He on that bullshit again, y'all. But look, people need to understand when it comes to this fight game shit that you could like a dude, you could like his skill set, he could beat whatever fighter that you deemed him supposed to beat or whatever. But at the end of the day, bro, when they go up against somebody who can actually punch, somebody who actually know what the fuck they doing, it's going to be a problem. I've been saying this shit for years. I don't need to keep making video after video after video after video after video after video after video to tell y'all the same shit over and 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 over again. You got Keyshawn Davis, who is a decent opponent, who is a better opponent, I would say, than Lamont Rose Jr. Okay, I'd say that. But I'm not looking forward to these fights as if these fights is something magical is gonna happen. Like Keyshawn is really gonna do something against Tank type shit. I'm not sold. Okay. So y'all could be sold on it. Y'all could be cool with it and all that and want to see the shit. That's cool. I don't raise an eyebrow for Keyshawn Davis versus Tank Davis. Davis versus Davis does not raise my eyebrows. Okay? I don't like y'all need to understand like the stuff that's happening in the sport is not wowing me. It's not making me get up out of my seat and jump and hoop and holler and want to jump through fire goddamn hoops and shit. Okay? That's why y'all ain't seeing me make fucking live streams and say shit. Cause I ain't up here to the shit that they doing. I don't give a fuck. Like Kid Austin is overhyped. It's overhyped. It could be a banger to you, but it's not nothing big to me. That fight don't. So the fight that we didn't speak about was Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, whom I knew that, and I said it, say it again, because where I was on Boxing Gym's channel last night, and what I was saying is that if Serrano tries to pick her shots, she's in for a long night if she tries to just pick her shots. Because if she does that, Katie Taylor is going to outwork her, which is exactly what happened. Now, the only thing that I deemed that was really fucked up was Katie Taylor and them goddamn headbutts. She ain't had to be doing all that bullshit. That shit was kind of bogus, bro. Not kind of, it was bogus. I was disappointed in seeing that shit because she was fighting with her head hella much, and I didn't like that shit. And that's what caused the nasty ass cut on her eye and shit. And that was fucked up, Katie. That was real fucked up. Cause you couldn't handle if Amanda was able to find her range and catch you. She was hitting you in the body. She was hitting your body. She was getting you up top. You know what I mean? Like she was really, really working you. She was having a good pressure, but she really wasn't fighting feet first. She was fighting hands first, and she was following you, walking straight down. She wasn't cutting you off the right way, type shit. So I see why Katie got the dub because of what she did exactly what I said she shouldn't do. And that's how Katie Taylor got the W, was Amanda Serrano basically just trying to walk her down, following her, trying to pot shot her, get a couple shots in, kind of turn it into a slugfest late, but she tried to pot shot too much, and Katie was able to work more in between punches or in between shots and shit. So it was only inevitable for when I heard. Now the scorecards, I'm not even mad. It wasn't no crazy shit. I wasn't even mad at that. So I mean, it was obvious. I knew that if she fought that way, it was going to be Katie Taylor, a split decision victory. The point deduction kind of made you think it was going to be a draw, but no. But I wasn't surprised at the decision. Like Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano decision, I wasn't surprised at it at all. It didn't even make me like, oh man, I was fucked up. Serrano was robbed. I don't know if some people gonna feel like she was robbed. I know people gonna probably say that she was robbed, but Amanda, he wasn't robbed. He wasn't robbed. You know what I mean? Only thing that was fucked up that was done to you was she was headbutting the fuck out of you. Katie's out of pocket. And the ref should have, honestly, this is what I will say. Amanda should have won. And the reason why she should have won is due to point deduction, if not disqualification. Okay? If the fight was called fair. What's up, Martin? If the fight was called fair, I think Amanda would have won. Because Katie should have got at least 2 points deducted. And if that would have happened, it would have ended up being a draw. If she'd have got 2 points deducted, they would have ended up being a draw. Because with 1 point being deducted, she won by like I think 2 points or some shit, 1 or 2 points, I guess. So I honestly think that if the ref would have called the fight right, I think Amanda Serrano either would have got another draw or she would have got the dub. She would have got the dub. Because that ref should have called them headbutts a long time ago. Katie was leading with her head, throwing her punches, coming forward with her head. Like the ref should have been on that, like ASAP. That didn't make no good goddamn sense why the ref wasn't calling that shit. But whatever, Katie Taylor got the win. I did want Amanda to win. I think she did deserve to get the W, to be honest. But Katie got it, and it just is what it is. But as far as who else? Ray Savage. Ain't nobody finna fight Ray Savage no time soon. Like Ray Savage. Shout out Ray Savage. Savage Time. Who else? Cause I didn't really care for the Jake Paul. I knew how that shit was gonna turn out. For those who will cash to do it the folk. I had to give y'all something. You know, when I don't do videos for a long time, I gotta hit y'all with a live stream. It's pretty much what I do now. It's like after I don't do video, because the thing is, the shit that's going on in boxing ain't moving me, bro. It don't make me like, oh man, I don't get excited for the shit, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is the fucking WWE soap opera and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't wild by this shit. I'm not excited or none of that about none of the shit that's going on. Even with Keyshawn Davis and all that shit, I'm not like ain't Tank Davis supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach, and now we already talking about him fighting Keyshawn Davis, and I already seen some shit. Already seen some shit where the Tank talking about they already got the shit signed for him to fight Keyshawn already or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, bruh. Well, yeah, bro. I don't, bro. The shit be bogus, bro. It's a soap opera. It's a soap. It's a fucking soap. But like, look who the face of boxing is. Look who it is. Look who really the face of boxing. Look who really doing numbers. That what you saw last night was what the sport is technically supposed to be about. And Jake Paul got Floyd and bruh, Jake Paul got Floyd, Leonard, and Allen, bruh, punching all the air, bruh. They mad as fuck when they saw them numbers, boy. When they saw how many streams that Jake Paul put up last night, nigga, it was hot. Punching all the air in the world. Couldn't help themselves. Tank ain't doing half them numbers. Half, Eddie. Half. Tank ain't doing them numbers, bruh. You put Tank on free TV, bruh. Tank ain't putting no 120 million motherfuckers. No. He ain't doing that. Tank ain't doing that shit. Jake Paul running shit right now. Jake Paul is running the game right now. If we playing a numbers game, we ain't it ain't even about opponents, bro. Y'all gotta understand it's not even about opponents. It's about the numbers. It's about what you getting at the gate. What you how many motherfuckers is what's up with the Mac Mob, baby? Hold up. Mac, slide on if you got some time. If you got a minute, hit the link, Mac. B Mac, hit the link if you got a minute. I gotta hear calling all cars. I done already sent out the link to the folk. That link is for the Mac Mob. That link ain't for nobody else but the Mac Mob. And if well, Jedi already got his link. I already sent him his link. Since I sent you your link on the gram. But I don't have none of Mac Mob's social medias aside from his YouTube. So Mac, bro, slide on if you got some time. Some real shit. But I don't the shit that's going on in boxing, bro, doesn't excite me. I don't get excited about Kid Austin. I like Ray Savage, but I don't get excited about dude because I already know eventually it's gonna turn into a money game or a viewership game. I already know the more popular you get, the more you're not gonna fight certain people or certain the competition. I already know how that's gonna go. I already get that. That already kind of like solidified itself in how this boxing shit go. already see how the niggas move and all that, and what's important to motherfuckers is not about fighting everybody. They pretty much, these boxers are pretty much just like fucking politicians. They gonna tell you, yeah, I'll fight anybody, I'll fight everybody, I'll do this. Yeah, they all gonna say that shit. They all gonna say that shit. What's up, George? They all gonna say that shit. You usually be first, George. What happened? What happened, George? You usually first one in the building, George. I could be gone 20 years. This nigga George be the first nigga every time. I'm telling you. But I don't. Kid Austin, he's not defensively sound. He's gonna get caught with some stupid shit. You know what I mean? He's gonna get put down. He's gonna eventually become like a journeyman type fighter. Eventually, he's gonna be kind of like, I think, like the Sean Porter of the game. Like, he'll fight everybody, but he's gonna lose probably all his big major fights. He's gonna lose type shit. Abdullah Mason, I think. Now the thing is, I do think he'll be a world champion, but I don't think or a champion in some right, if not a world champion. But I think eventually that their career is going to pan out as they just gonna be journeymen. They're not really gonna do nothing like hella significant type shit. Number one, because fighters don't fight everybody. You're not gonna really see the fight that you really want to see, even if it's a deserving fight, even if it's deserving. Like, what's up with B Mac of the Magma, baby?
DT3.
What's up with my boy?
It was
What's
good
up with
with
it?
your family. How you feel, my brother?
Hanging in there, man. I had to say something because my people been needing to hear some shit, some real shit. I've been seeing all the fuckery and the duckery, and I don't like to, I don't know. I think my mama taught me to be a man of very few words. I think that's why I have the content problem that I have, and that, why you be getting at me about not being consistent with my content. Told you I ain't gonna let your ass lay that shit down. You ain't gonna never let that.
Hey, it's all good, man. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do, man. I want to thank you, man, for inviting me up, man. Hell, I've been out my damn self, so I'm being a hypocrite right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for my brother DT3, the Boom Man, and make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Always great content from a knowledgeable boxer and a boxing fan, and also a historian as well, man. So great shout out to my man DT3, man. You talking about last night's fight?
But last night was, what it was what the game is. And I already we pretty much saw what you expect. I mean, it was what you should have thought. But what you look at now is, we've been talking about as hardcore fans, and that's like me, you, and like IoT had earlier. We want to see the best fight the best. We want to see the Hearns, the Haglers. What I'm saying? Durans, and we want to see the De La Hoyas, Trinidads, and the Hopkins, Trinidads, and all that. And we want to see the Kawasaki Joneses, and we want to see those types of shit.
That's right.
That's what we want to see.
Yes, sir.
But B Mac, see, we're not making money.
No.
We got, if you don't got the money, you don't get the honey. So we got to get the money.
Yes,
okay?
Sir.
Yes,
sir.
They want to see it, but
yes, sir.
Why not ride
I must
this
say this,
train?
DT. I ain't mean to
What's
cut
up?
you
What's
off.
up? Go ahead.
I must say this. As much as we knew what kind of spectacle the main event was going to be, or circus show, or whatever you want to call
Pretty
it,
much, whatever you want to call it, yeah.
Whatever, training session, whatever you thought what we thought it was going to be. It did bring some positivity to the sport, because you did see an excellent fight, even though I thought it was a robbery between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor.
Okay.
And you probably wouldn't have saw that from that many people if it wasn't on this platform in this event.
That's the only thing that because wasn't the last fight on a Jake Paul card, and that was another fight that did great for women. I swear
Yeah.
those fights have done more. I don't want to say this. I don't mean this to diss you, Clarissa. I don't. I really
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
But those
Go ahead and
fights
do
have
it.
done more for women's boxing than anything that Clarissa Shields has ever said because of the national stage that they're on
Yes.
and the because that's fight they was fighting tonight.
Yeah,
That's
fight of the
fighting
night.
night.
Oh yeah, we knew it
It's
was gonna
fighting
be
night.
fight of the night. Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
So I mean, I'm disappointed in I wanted. I don't agree with you that there was a robbery in a sense. What I think that it was. I think the scorecards was fair to some degree. I think the ref was shit.
Oh,
I think the
absolutely.
ref should have. I think and I just said it. Amanda Serrano should have won.
Yeah.
If the ref would have been doing what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
The ref should have deducted at least 2 points, if not
Yeah.
3, if not disqualification.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them headbutts was atrocious.
I mean, she kept leading with her head, man, and it's just like, man, Lord have mercy. How many times you gonna want or do something? But it is what it is. Like you said, the officiating was terrible. But you gotta give Katie Taylor you know, you got to get both of those fighters, man. They fought like warriors, man.
That was a man.
Bottom line,
I think my favorite. I'm gonna put it on my screensaver eventually. It's gonna be Amanda Serrano, and I can't think of that girl name. She just fought in a UFC fight, and she was busted the fuck up. I'm talking cut from forehead to man.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah,
man,
and that was dangerous last night, man. That was dangerous. That was a huge gash by the eye, man. You know, I mean, and you're a fighter. You've been in the ring.
Yeah,
but so
that shit.
You tell me, man, because I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never been in the ring, so to me, by the eye and where it was stationed, and how deep it was after, like the third one is. I mean, like really after the second one. It was like, isn't that like, man, like you lose your damn sight, man. You tell me.
She could have got really. Thing is, when I seen it at the way it was at first, I was like, it was manageable.
Okay.
The way it was at first.
Right.
When you got to the 7th or maybe 8th headbutt, and I think that was about rounds like 5,
yes, sir,
6, maybe 7 at the most.
Yeah. Yes,
and
sir.
You saw that gash, you was like, ooh, they about to stop this shit.
Yeah.
I think that was round 7. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I think they about to stop this shit.
I thought they was gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they finna stop this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they couldn't go to the scorecards after 4, right?
Yeah, after 4.
Yeah.
After 4, they go to the scorecards.
They can't go to scorecards. Yeah.
Yeah, they go to scorecards after 4. I think before 4 it becomes a no contest.
Right. Right.
And if they would have went to scorecards, they probably would have. Katie's probably still would have won, or they probably would have called it a majority decision draw or some shit like that. And then it would have. But the thing is, when you seen that shit in the like 9th and 10th, it was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The skin was hanging off, man.
Ooh, like you could almost see her skull cap cut. Like, bruh, you could really see the lining and shit up in there. Like, hey, they gonna stitch her up. Ooh,
that looked like that's a good 20 easy.
Easy.
Yeah, good 20 easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
So I really felt like that does a lot more for women's boxing. Than anything. I mean, I don't like the fact that like Clarissa should be happy about that. The fact that she wants to do, what she wants to do for women's boxing. It's not really about it's not the loudest person in the room. Is not always the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you gotta let it happen organically. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Honestly, the women stole the show last night.
Yeah, of course.
They stole the show.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean?
It
So
sure
it's
it
like,
surely wasn't Mario Barrios.
man, look, they said my name. Look, let me tell you how real shit. My Netflix, and I honestly, and I said this when I was on Jim's stream last night. I said I think the reason why everybody Netflix fucking up is because so many people are trying to watch this shit.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's why everybody Netflix is fucking up, because
Yeah.
everybody is trying to get on and watch this shit. And
Yeah.
I get it. And they said it, dude said it to me last night. He was, when I said it, I was like, bro, you'd be surprised at how many people only have Disney Plus, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And they're good. And they don't have no TV, no nothing. They don't have Netflix, no nothing. Or they used to have Netflix and they canceled their subscription. And they got a subscription just to watch that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I heard it was 120 million.
120, bro?
Million streams?
What?
120
Even
million streams?
IOTBA said that's finna kill the pay-per-view game.
Oh, man. Well, of course, man. I mean, I believe that the pay-per-view game has been killed itself. Because we put fights on pay-per-view that don't belong on pay-per-view.
And you see, and at that point I said that shit, pay-per-view fights. Now, for those who need to understand and I'm gonna use it in current terms for you to understand me, okay, people? All right. Okay. Now, Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, looking at the two, yes, that is a pay-per-view fight because both dudes by themselves command a certain audience. Okay. So it makes sense for when you put those two together for you to have to pay for it. Makes sense. Okay. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk makes sense. Pay-per-view fight. Heavyweight champion of the world, supposed to be for undisputed, but it's not. But whatever. Heavyweight championship of the world should be pay-per-view. It always has been pay-per-view. That has never changed. Okay.
Spence Crawford.
Man, God damn it, B-Max. Stop. Get out of my head, dog.
I'm sorry. Let me stay in the background.
Stop it. Get out of my shit.
Let me mute my mic. I'm going to mute my mic.
God damn, where's B-Max? B-Max, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I'm mute my mic.
But yeah, Spence Crawford, like things of that nature. Yes, that's pay-per-view. But this Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach shit, no, that should be a free fight. Yeah, like Tank, you can give us a free fight. You can say, you know what, this is for the fans, man. It's for the fans. What you think, B-Man? You think a fight of that man? I personally think that type of fight should be on regular television, if not a stream fight like a Netflix or Amazon Prime type of an app or whatever. And he should fight. He could fight. I would say Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, he could fight him a pay-per-view. I could say fight him.
I totally agree, and I think that when you do that, and you change that fight, let's just say this Lamont Roach, which you're speaking of, when you change that fight and put that on, let's say network television, if you had that case, you're actually showcasing. That's what they call a showcase fight. You're showcasing your talent to the casual fan. So when you see that guy, when you see Tank, let's just say, knock out a guy like that, or whatever the case may be, a Frank Martin, on Fox or some shit like that, that's when you're showcasing the talent to when he comes out and he fights the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. You're going to get paid. The problem is that these guys are only getting paid from the hardcore fan. They're not getting paid from the casual fan, because the casual fan really don't know these guys.
Right.
They don't know these guys, man. I mean, you can even tell by the numbers in itself. I mean, none of these guys are getting paid. What was Tank's last number with Frank Martin?
Shit.
What did he say? Like 100 and some thousand, and 200,000?
100 and 200 and some thousand.
Yeah. So how you go from 1.2 million to 200 and some thousand, or 100? You know what I mean? It's because he's based by the casual fan, bro.
Even if Tank would have got 1.2 anything from his last 10 fights, it still
Mhm.
doesn't touch 120 million fucking streams.
No, not at all.
Like this dude touched like you cannot come forth and talk and say you're the face of any goddamn thing when you
No.
got this dude that just came off the goddamn Disney YouTube couch
Yeah.
during COVID and said, you know what? I see a market. I'm
Yeah.
finna tap into this shit. Like, think
Yeah.
about it for a second, B Mac. Like, and I'm gonna ask you this question, but before I
Mhm.
ask you this question,
Mhm.
you mentioned showcase fights.
Sure.
I know you have your favorite fighter is Sugar Ray Leonard.
Absolutely.
How many showcase fights did Sugar Ray Leonard put on that you can remember?
Oh man, a lot.
Talk to him.
A lot, man. Because Sugar Ray Leonard back in the day, man, it was Wild World of Sports, ABC network television. They build that all up until the very first pay-per-view, which was Leonard versus Tommy Hearns. So all the showcase, man, that's how it was all built. It was built because it was in front of a national audience, man. These fighters in boxing, they was built because they was all in front of a national audience on national TV where everyone can see, and that way you build your name up. And when people get to see you fight, oh man, I can't wait to see him fight. Same thing with Hearns, man, I can't wait to see him fight. And then when you got the Hearns fan base and you got the Sugar Ray Leonard fan base and you got two fan bases that already seen these guys fight, and you're like, man, I can't wait to see these guys fight each other. Okay, what channel they coming on? ABC? Hell nah. Damn, I gotta pay for that? Hell yeah, then I'll pay for it. There you go.
There you go. So what I would say, what our next question was gonna be, if now you got your channel,
Yes,
you
sir.
got your YouTube channel, you making cool money off YouTube channel, bro. You good. And you get this opportunity to be BMAC the promoter. You get to promote this fighter at this particular time, or these fighters at a particular time, because you got this connect. Boom. And you end up making that money and this money. So you could not only tap into this YouTube market, but you can also tap into that boxing market. Like, you don't think you would take full advantage of that at every, and then you can also bring both together. You could bring your YouTube to your boxing to your, you can like monopolize all this shit.
I'm gonna diverse my portfolio as much as I can. Absolutely. I'm gonna diverse my portfolio as much as I can. I'm gonna tap into every market that I can, because at the end of the day, popularity and what's the term? All publicity is good publicity, or whatever the case may be. You got to be seen, especially in boxing, because how many times you in the ring a year?
Twice.
Two tops now. It's not like back in the day with people in the ring
4,
4 and 5
5
times, and yeah, in a year.
Good times.
Good time,
You're
yeah,
gonna
good
hurt some
times.
people. You're gonna hurt some people. You're gonna make some people mad, B Mag. We start talking about that. They fighting 3, 4 times. He's supposed to, this one, they got brain damage. Man, Roy look cool.
Yeah.
Roy cool.
But that's when you take them showcase fights. You might be in the ring 5 times a year, man, but you got 2 or 3 showcase fights where you showing off your talent. So it's a difference. Like Andre Ward say, you ain't supposed to fight killer after killer after killer after killer after killer. That's not how it's supposed to be meant. 4, 5 fights a year, 3 of them showcase fights, and then you got 2 killers that you're gonna go over there and make that good money with. So I would diversify my portfolio, man, because they're not in the ring as much. So you want to continue to stay relevant at all times. So that's the point.
And also you talking about same shit that me and Coach Malachi be on, and that's the back then, it was same day weigh-ins.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, same day weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause and then it's like it's a clip, man. Fuck, yeah, I should have said that, bitch. I'm a fighter. But it's a clip that Mills Lane, rest in peace, Mills Lane.
Yeah, the great Mills Lane, rest in peace.
He said that when he fought, he was always on weight. Like he was always on weight. Like, you know, these fighters today, they really killing themselves and shit. Like there's no reason for it to be like that. Like it's kind of like this unfair disadvantage. You feel me? Because you got dudes that's coming down from like 160, 170 to 147 and shit like that. It's like, nah, like it was like when I was fought at 147, like I was at 147. We had same day weigh-ins. Like when I got in the ring, I was 147 pounds. No, it wasn't no I got weigh in on 146 and then I come back and I get in the ring and I'm 154. It's like I'm getting in there as when they middleweights in there. They're not welterweights in there. They middleweights now.
Right.
So he's like that. And I thought about that shit. I was like, hey, he hella right though.
Yeah.
When you watching them fight, when you watching these lightweights fight, when you see these dudes get in there and they 135 and they weigh in at 134 and they get in there and they not 135ers, bro. They 140s. You seen 2 140 pounders go at it. That shit crazy.
I got a theory about that, man. The way this is me personally. You see, people can agree or disagree. I just think that the talent is different, man. And that's why they do it. You know, they're not the talent is different, and the reason the talent is different to me and it's not up to par is because the trainers are different.
And
where's your Emmanuel Stewart's, man, and and all your with Freddie's still around, but where's all your top notch Eddie Futch and the rest of where's your top notch trainers? And no disrespect to the trainers that's out here today, but where is your top notch trainers that we had around the board to sit back in and be in the gym and really put out talent after talent after talent?
That's because this is a mid holder. You don't really give too many jewels type generation type shit. Like it's all about holding mitts, being seen, training, showing you got this type of skill and all that. It's not because they didn't start. It's funny. They didn't start doing mitts until the 80s. I think it was 1980, exactly when mitt work was actually implemented to boxing work. And before that, it wasn't no mitt work. It was really hardcore, rugged training. Now, I'm just speaking on experience and like being in the gym. Like if you ever became a trainer and you like teach like boxing or like kickboxing or some shit like that, they'll always ask for mitt work.
Right.
You could have a plethora of shit they could do boxing wise, pure boxing shit.
Right.
But they want to do mitt work. They want to do mitt work. They want to put their camera up and record it and be seen doing it.
So the trainer wants to do mid work.
Now the trainer is like they selling it now because that's what's everybody doing. That's cool, mid work. And then especially, bruh, it's funny. It's hella funny, and I that's why I don't, like I said, I don't want to make a video about it because motherfuckers gonna say I'm hating on the motherfucker. It's like, no, motherfucker, peep game. Ever since motherfuckers realized that Floyd had this winning formula and that it worked, and I'm finna watch me land this plane.
Oh my God, I know where you going.
Every since they watched him have this formula, now everybody is doing the Mayweather formula pretty much in boxing. No matter who they are in boxing, everybody is don't care. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, they're all doing it in their own shape or form. They're doing their own Mayweather formula, right? So you got that, right? And now you got these people because of Floyd Mayweather being who he is. Now you got these trainers now all want to do Floyd Mayweather mitt work. The same motherfuckers that was shitting on Floyd when they was doing Floyd was fighting, talking about how that mitt work don't work, it's fancy, it's blah 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 blah. But now everybody want to do it because everybody want to learn it because Floyd, what? He won doing this. So if I do it, I could win too. Right? Right. Yeah, okay. Right. Cool. Now you look. Now everybody watched this. This man. I forgot where's Arthur Better be from. I forgot where
he's Russian, right?
Yeah, Rush. Like, watch this Russian dude do these insane workouts, bars and the little weird push-ups on his fingers, wrists, knuckles, and wrists and fingers, and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was saying that. Now, this is like 2 years before Bivol.
Right.
Everybody was saying that his push-up regimen was crazy. It don't make no sense. Why would you do that? Oh my God, you're gonna hurt yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Here we are now, 2024. He beats Bivol. Guess what push-ups these niggas is doing in the goddamn gym? You can't make this shit up. Guess what niggas is doing in the gym now, bro? These niggas is doing all better beef, fingers, fist, wrist, fingers, wrist, knuckle push-ups, nigga. They doing that shit, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? All you need is a winning formula. They will emulate what the fuck you do. I'm telling you. So all you need is a winning formula. That's all you need.
Yeah, that is.
Tell me I'm lying. You can't make this shit up.
Nah, that's how I go, DT.
I saw that shit. It was like, God damn.
Yeah.
God damn, bro. What the fuck is this shit here, bro?
And that's what
I'm talking saying. The whole class, B-Mac. The whole class.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They hitting that shit.
I don't see the that's what I mean, and the training, man, the working. That's why you got these guys like, look, he's not gonna be able to compete at 154 because he's not skilled enough. So let me make him work at 147, because we could probably get something out of him if we stretch him and let him fight down. Because if we put what he's supposed to be, he's gonna get the shit knocked out.
He's gonna get the shit beat out of him, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Motherfucker told me, I was like, bruh, motherfucker told me, bruh. Now I walk around. Now I'm gonna be real. Now when I eat whatever I want,
yeah.
And I don't eat a lot of bad shit. I eat pretty much a lot of I eat beef.
Yes, sir.
So I know people don't eat beef, but I eat beef. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I do eat a lot of beef and chicken and shit, and a lot of rice and potatoes. Like that's a big part of my diet. I know people think that's a expensive diet. Actually, you just buy a sack of goddamn potatoes and a big bag of rice. And
sir.
There you go.
It's seasoning it up different.
You feel me? You put that shit in the microwave, the oven. I'm talking about you boil it, make some fries with some grease on it. I mean, however you like your potatoes, bro.
You can season them up. You can bake them and smash them.
Exactly. However, you feel me? But potatoes and rice is a big part of my diet. You feel me? Because I'm a little guy. I'm a small boned guy and shit.
Yes, sir.
So I can eat like that, and I don't have to worry about putting on hella pounds and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
So I eat that, right? So that's mainly what I do, more so like when I work out and shit. But I walk around like 154, 152. Yeah. At the most, I might get to 157, maybe.
Right.
And that's on like if I'm not working out, I don't run at all. I'm just eating, sleeping, working, eating, sleeping, working type shit. Then I might get that big, and that's when I get I get skinny fat.
Right.
I hate that. That's just no.
It's skinny fat.
No. Yeah, when you nigga, you skinny ass arms, nigga got that big ass gut, look pregnant and shit. No. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
About that. I get skinny fat. I'm like, huh?
I get skinny fat. No. That's no go for me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Hell no. My wife liked that shit though. I'd be like, how? Like, what the fuck is this? This is not attractive. Like, you like it because ain't no other bitch going.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say.
Oh, he's a cold piece of work, cuz.
Hey, I was saying the same thing. I was like, yeah, man, we need to lose some weight. Okay, yeah. I got some apple pie for you. I'm like, huh? How
For
you got apple
real.
pie and ice cream for me? How that? Trying to lose some
No.
damn weight.
Trying to lose weight. No, I like you. I like your fat face. I like your chunky cheeks. No, I don't.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
no.
Yeah, you like me at home, fat.
Yes. Yeah, that's what
Fluffed
you
up.
like.
Yeah,
I can't even go to the store. Like, where'd you go? Babe, I went to the store. Went to the store, babe. It's the store. Went to the store, okay?
Oh man.
Right. Yeah. Married life. Okay.
Yeah, I feel you, my brother. I
Yeah,
definitely feel
but but I mean but I walk around. So if I fight, I'm fighting that I would prefer to fight at 147
yes,
or
sir.
140, 135 at the lowest.
Mhm.
Niggas be talking about because I'm a little, like I said, I'm a slender guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm only 5'7". I am not a
Right.
tall guy. Okay.
Right.
All right. So they want me to go down to 130. I said, fuck you. Fuck you. Because in my brain, when they say 130, that's 128 for me.
Right.
I got to make weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to get down to I have to get my weight down to about 126, 127.
Right. Right. And what's the purpose of that, though? DG, I mean, what's the purpose of them wanting you to get down to 130 when you know 135 is, comfortable?
Now, 135, I ain't gonna lie, 135 is really money. Or if at the lowest, maybe a catch weight of they do 132, 133. I've done that before. Like that's pretty cool. Cause I could sneak that 131 in.
Right.
But I prefer 35 because I get down to 33 and be like, yeah, I'm cool. I'll be skinny as shit, but I'll be Bruce Lee skinny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? But the thing is, they be wanting me to fight these little dudes, and because they'll tell you, like, don't think it's don't think it's just the fighters, bro. Them trainers be on it. They be telling you they be like, okay, B-Mac, how much you weigh right now, or give me a weight, a comfortable weight.
Man, my weight is too damn much.
Well, just give me one. give me a good one.
Put it like this: I'm heavyweight.
Okay, so all right, you walk around about 250. All right,
yeah.
All right, B. So we got to get you ready for the AJs and the Coleys of the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you fight your best when you at 220.
Right.
So I got to get you down to 220 type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can compete with these niggas. You don't need to be 250 with these niggas.
Right.
No.
Right.
That's why they wanted Wilder at 213 and shit. It was like, that's the best Wilder at 213. Yeah,
well, I think that was the best thing for him because that's what you've been doing, bro.
Yeah.
You trying to do something else different, and your body ain't used to that shit.
And I don't like the weight cut. Like the weight cut. Like when the last time I fought at 130, my wife would tell you I was a whole bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I still to this day would tell people I am not proud of how I was when I had to cut weight. Now maybe single, I probably would have been cool, but married and having babies, my kids are now they in elementary school now. But at that time they were, still babies crying about the littlest shit. They one of them still wanted a titty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was that type of shit. So it was for me going through that and having a crybaby, just crying for everything. Kept getting gas and
boy, I already feel I'm gonna have mine grown. I feel for you, but I understand what you go through. I had 3 of them. I'm done.
It's over with. It's
over with. You won't get another one out of me.
For me,
I feel you.
Going through that and having to cut weight, and then my wife is still just super emotional. And then I got a preteen who's just now starting her period. So I was just bruh, hell no.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
again will I do this shit because I was hella mean. I was mean,
Yeah.
and they was emotionally unstable, super
Yeah.
unstable,
It's
and I was spazzing out.
a bad mix.
It was a terrible mix.
Yeah.
And I'm talking you pent up deep
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
And won't in and won't in and won't in.
Right.
Woo!
You fine, you mom. You get it all. The kids, you ready to explode.
For real, bro. It's not a game.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not a
bad,
game, bro.
That's a bad mix, bro.
It's not a game, bro.
I ain't gonna wish that on nobody.
No, me neither. No, I don't wish that on nobody. That ain't cool, bro.
Oh
No.
man, hey DT man. Before I go, man, I want to ask you a quick question because I want to. When you came in, and you mentioned something. I want to go back to that real quick.
How about your boy?
You said something about. I think it was. I don't know if it's Al Heyman and Ellaby or something. You said somebody's like that hot, maybe from PBC.
When I said, Floyd, Leonard, and Allen is punching hella air after they heard them numbers.
Yeah,
bro. Imagine, bro. Just imagine. Like, this is why I don't take none of this shit serious. That's why when I make videos about certain niggas, understand like I stand on business with these niggas. Like I see you, I saw you punch in Amanda Serrano corner. I see you, nigga. Yeah. You still a bitch ass nigga though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't give a fuck about that. Even though I fuck with you, bitch. I fuck with your girl, Amanda Serrano. You still a bitch ass nigga to me.
Right.
You feel me? Because you sitting there posting this racism shit on YouTube and that shit ain't cool. Man, and I'm a real ass nigga. I don't play the acts for YouTube. I don't put on a persona. You know what I'm saying? DT3 the Boom Man is just a name. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily who I am as a person more so. That's just a name because I know everybody don't need to know my whole name like that.
No question.
So it's just like when I see shit like that, you feel me? I don't fuck with niggas like that. I don't care about what they got going on. Niggas say I'm hating on niggas, all this. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Yeah. When you do bitch ass shit to gain money, I think you a bitch ass nigga. That's just how I feel. That's just how I was brought up. That's just how I was taught. I'm 40 years old out here. I ain't no young buck. You feel me? I ain't no youngster out here, even though I'm youngster to the old OG niggas.
Yes, sir.
But to you 20, 30-year-old niggas, check this out, bro. I've been there, done that, bro. I'm married, damn near 10 years in the game, 3 daughters out here, cuz I ain't got time to be playing with you niggas. When I stand on minutes when I say what I say, and that's just what it is. But as far as like with Leonard and them punching air, when they heard them numbers, and they heard like, oh shit, this nigga basically, and Netflix just got paid. Like Netflix, like shit. Thank you for your new subscription. Thank you, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, this is what? This is a 7-day trial. Shit, I don't give a fuck. Give me that $6.99.
Yeah. You ain't lying, bro. They made a lot of money last night.
Made a lot of money last night, and you got to think I did that for free. Yo nigga can't even do half of that shit. Half. And I did that shit with a retired old nigga that everybody should have knew better.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too about that, about how Netflix made a lot of money. Because I've had Netflix for a while now, so it wasn't nothing new for me. But they got a policy now that they've had in for maybe about close to a year, easy, where you can't share your account no more. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I can give you my PIN number.
You give me your password and shit.
Your password and be like, go ahead, you can watch it too. They stopped that shit.
DAZN did too. DAZN did too.
Yeah, they stopped that, man. So all that passing around with your PIN numbers and all that.
Yeah, good luck, bro.
Nah. So that means you actually had to either get you a trial membership if they had one available, or you had to pay that you know, 1
And
month subscription
whatever you had to pay for that Netflix subscription for that week or that month,
yeah,
whatever, bro. You pay Netflix to
you
watch
pay
Jake
Netflix.
Paul, Mike Tyson.
Now they didn't do a good job overall. I think the like you said, it was messing up because they had so many streams, man.
Yeah,
Where
it was too many people trying to watch that shit at one time,
watch
man.
it. And I think that it was too late, man. 1:30 in the morning for the main event.
Yeah, they prolonged that shit for hella long.
It was too long for the East Coast, man. Unless I'm tripping, because the main event didn't come on until like 1:30, 1:45 where I was at in the East Coast.
God damn.
So I
feel bad
I don't
for you,
know.
bro.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, bro. The main event is 1:30. If you had a fight party, you know, it's like, man, it's time for y'all to go before.
Yeah, bro, it's time for y'all to get from out of here, bro. I mean, y'all can go to the next nigga house.
You know,
kicking over there. Go over there with it. It's an after party somewhere, but this ain't it.
This ain't it, right? I wanted you motherfuckers out of here about 1:30.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be asleep right now, nigga. What the fuck is this shit about? That's a whole nother story, but that's pretty much
the Al Heyman and them the numbers. It was the numbers game for a while that you felt
that bro. You gotta think if your nigga, bro, you got your nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga is your golden goose, nigga.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to, and he giving you these numbers, and you've been telling motherfuckers for the last 5-6 years that this 100,000, 300,000, 800,000, 1.2 million, 300,000, 100,000, 300,000, 500,000. You telling the people how, man, we doing numbers, man. You see, man, that's still good, and you standing on it though. Yeah. You standing on it so tough to where your fan base is standing on it.
Yeah.
And then here come my nigga who ain't really been in the game, who don't got an amateur background or nothing.
Yeah.
And he fight a nigga pretty much for free.
Yeah.
And he do 120. He do basically 4 times what you do in one night. And have star power. And he got star power. Yeah. And when I say star power, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about Jake Paul or Mike Tyson by himself. I'm talking about, did you see who was sitting in the fucking audience?
Oh, no question.
Did you see who was coming to see that? Did you see who was at the event?
Oh, no question.
So understand that when these fighters are selling these fights, it's not just about the fighter and all that. And they trying to get the certain celebrities to sit their ass down there too.
No question. No question.
You can't tell me that you got, not only did you sell, you got star status there too. Like, really there?
Yeah.
Watching this shit, like, bruh, PB, you can't tell me you wouldn't be hot right now.
Nah, man.
Nigga just did 120 million. Woo! Bruh, and 70. IOTVA just confirmed, nigga, 70 at the gate.
Yeah, 70,000.
No.
Yeah. What people? Oh, you talking about $70 million at the gate?
At the gas.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying because I know you had at least 70,000. I know Jerry Jones said something.
Yeah, he had 70. That shit sits 100. Yeah. He has 70,000 in that bitch, and these niggas 70 mil at the gate.
Now, we do gotta account for a lot of that's Mike Tyson.
Of course,
we do gotta account for that. But at the same time, I don't care if you chop them numbers in half. If that man did 60 million.
Yes, that's what I'll thank you. Cut it in half. Let him just do 60.
If he did,
and that's still shitting on that nigga.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro. And if you did a $35 million game,
bro, he's shitting on, bro. You can't tell me as a businessman, you ain't hot right now.
No question.
If that's your competition, because you already know Tank Davis ain't gonna fight on no Jake Paul undercard. He ain't gonna do it. Clarissa Shields came forth, said she's not gonna fight on no Jake Paul undercard. You got a lot of fighters, especially on PBC fight.
Okay. That's where I'm mistaken at with Clarissa Shields. You should be fighting on a Jake Paul undercard.
But that's what bro. Jake Paul. I got a video saying Jake Paul's an idiot. I got a 2-second clip on this fucking documentary saying the nigga's an idiot, and I'm telling you, this nigga is an idiot. But he's the face of goddamn boxing, and the only reason why I call this nigga an idiot is because this nigga, he ain't really, bruh.
He ain't no good.
He not really good like that.
No,
he not really good. Was getting y'all, bro. If you a nigga, bro, and everybody's like, bro, if you a nigga that got money to burn and money to play with, you can do a lot of shit. Hey, money will make a nigga look smarter than what they really is, and connections can make a nigga you think a nigga really doing some shit. Just like, no.
I am not a Jake Paul fan, not even a little bit, bro. Not even a little bit. At the same time, I cannot sit back and knock the hustle of them guys being businessmen, man.
That's exactly. It's like if you look at it from a business perspective, it's like you can't even be mad at these niggas.
It's business.
It's all business, bro. It's not even personal. It's all business.
He pretty much got it. He got his super fame from doing what we're doing right now, being on YouTube. You know, and imagine this. Imagine UDT3 having 10 million subscribers. Imagine
they don't want me to have that, bro. They don't.
Imagine me having 10 million subscribers at the same time, right? Ooh. Now we sitting over here with 10 million subscribers apiece, right? And we got this huge audience, and we're doing what we're doing right now. And then the next thing you know, you or I say something to offend the other. And we say, well, what? Well, motherfucker, let's get it on. Let's get in the ring since you want to do something. Okay, well, let's get in the ring. Let's do it. And
call
we
Eddie.
Take this YouTube thing and we go to the ring. That's what happened between him and that guy KSI.
Yeah.
They took it to the ring. It got popular. You're the fighter. I'm not a fighter. You beat me, okay, or whatever. We have a good match, right?
Right.
You say you win, and you know, I'm like, man, it was good for one, but you actually be in boxing. Then you take that popularity and start knocking motherfucking people out, just from that show, and it just branched off into.
And not only that, you keep fighting too, because KSI still fight. Like you keep, I mean, like it starts a revenue stream for not just me, but you too.
Absolutely, bro. And that's how that thing happened, man.
But also, B Mac, you gotta remember that shit happened at a time where motherfuckers couldn't do shit but sit down. That happened during COVID, where niggas couldn't go nowhere. Yeah. So it was the timing of it too.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. It did
that timing when COVID happened and you ain't got nothing. They know nobody, no sports, no nothing. And then here come Jake Paul. I'll give y'all some fights.
Yeah.
We like fucking shit. Right. Why not? Fuck
you absolutely.
What this YouTuber talking about?
You're absolutely right, bro.
And then
just striking when the iron's hot, man. The guy, turned it into business. Like at the end of the day, this is all entertainment, man. As far as us as diehard boxing fans, we don't like that shit. We're like, you ain't no boxer, man.
It's entertainment. Man. It's all entertainment, and that was just something I've come to this. Like, bro, it's like I don't like it. That's why I tell motherfuckers straight up. It's like I'm not. That's why I didn't make videos about Kid Austin, Abdullah Mason, or I don't make videos about Subriel Matias or stuff like that. I mean, I have made a video saying Subriel Matias is overhyped and pissed people off, but mainly what I feel like a lot of these cats is overhyped. It's like once they go against somebody that's going to hit them, that's going to actually put some paws on them and really hurt them, it's going to be different. I say the same thing about Tank. So Tank ain't fought nobody. In order to beat Tank, okay, you have to be able to hurt him. You can have as much skill as you want to. Why do you think he don't want to fight nobody like Isaac Cruz again? He don't want to fight nobody like that. It ain't even about Isaac Cruz being fast or none of that. It's the fact that Isaac Cruz is going to stand there and throw with him. Right. He gonna really scrap with that nigga and Tank and like, no, I'm good, bro. Like, I respect you, cuz.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to, I'm
it's
good.
It's his style.
It's his style. He don't want no problems with that. So yeah, I'll fight a boxer dude like a Frank Martin, Lamar Roach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'll fight those type of dudes because they want to box and be pretty and be cute and get their points up. I'm coming in there to fuck you up, knock you the fuck out. That's what I'm coming in there for.
No question.
And that's what I'm gonna do. So when they do all that little sweet shit, all right, well, they ain't hurt me. They ain't doing nothing. I didn't spark these niggas. These niggas don't really do shit. Well, I'm really busting these niggas up.
Yes, sir.
Well, what you gonna do? In order to beat that little man, you gotta hurt the little man. That's why when it was like Shakur go get Shakur ain't gonna do shit. What he gonna do? Sit there. He didn't even want to engage with Edwin Dos Santos.
Now, come on, that DT man. I ain't gonna let you get away with it now. I ain't gonna let you get away with it. I ain't gonna let you get away with it now. I ain't gonna let you get away with it. That's his style, man. He was hurt. He was hurt.
He not gonna fight Tank up close. I don't even think he wouldn't even fight Edwin. Like he not gonna even fight who else?
Nah.
Who else? The only person I think he was willing to actually engage with and fight with like that to a degree was something tip of my tongue. He trained with Canelo and Eddie Reynoso right now.
Oscar Valdez.
Thank you. Yeah. Oscar Valdez.
Yeah. I mean, look, styles make the fights. I'm gonna keep it on it. Styles make the fights. At the end of the day, the guy's a pressure fighter. So at the thing about your pressure fighter, you gotta do something different. It's not up to Shakur to sit there and say, okay, well, let me go ahead and stand here and let you hit me. You gotta hit me. You gotta cut off the ring. You gotta do what's necessary to get your style off. Just like last night, even though this wasn't boxing like that. But Jake Paul didn't do nothing stupid by standing in front of Mike Tyson and let him get a punch off or two. I'ma just hit you and stay out the fucking way. And you're gonna hit me maybe 19, 20 times, and hopefully I can take them. So I'm not gonna get close. I'm not gonna, give you guys what you want, and I'm gonna try to win the fight. It was ugly, you know what I mean? But I'm just going in the realms of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody can't. I ain't gonna say everybody can't, but I've been watching boxing long enough to know, and like that. Every style is not going to stand. Two fighters are not going to stand in the middle of the ring and do what Katie Taylor and the Manor Serrano did last night.
I don't know because to be honest with you, they had to bruh. Niggas was a fight, bro. They had when Katie saw that they was possibly gonna stop that fight.
Yeah. From
that cut, Katie went after it. Stupid. Yeah. I think it was stupid. I really do. I think she could have just peppered the shit out that eye with some jabs and just kept hitting that bitch. Poop, 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 poop.
you think so? You think so? I
think she could have. For one, because if she would have boxed that way, I liked how she was boxing early. I liked how she was boxing.
Katie was boxing on Amanda because I liked
how Katie was boxing early. Mm-hmm. The only thing that was irritating me about Amanda early, well, except what she did in the first round when she caught her with that overhand left and wobbled her a little bit. Because when I was in the chat, people wasn't realize Katie was wobbled. Katie was either tired, hurt, all the above from round 5 until probably 4 until she was a little discombobulated. Okay. And I think that contributed to her leading with her head and not giving a fuck. And that's where I was like, the ref stepped in and been like, hey, bruh, you got to either get your balance or something, or I'm going to deduct a point from you because you leading with your head. I see you obviously headbutting this woman. Bruh, God damn.
Putting your head in the eye and pushing it to the corner.
Yeah, God damn. Bruh, shit. And you got hair too? Bitch, come on.
Calling you Katie Porter.
Right, bruh. Man, shit. Katie Holyfield out here. What the fuck? God damn, like you didn't have to do her like that, but yeah, I just didn't like the head button. That was really pissing me off. But I what I was really liking from Amanda was the body work, because they was saying how they was headhunting. I was like, no, Amanda's going to the body. Like she's throwing some shit to the body. Like she's not just solely headhunting. Like she's giving her some lefts to the body. And Katie is not liking that shit at all. You can tell by her body language. She's like not feeling that shit at all.
Right.
Like, nah.
Right.
So I really think that if the ref would have been better, like I said, Amanda should have won the fight. Amanda should have won the fight if it was called right. But it is what it is. Like I wanted Amanda to win. And this is coming from a person who was an avid Katie Taylor fan until she lost to that one girl that she lost to. And she had to fight her back, and they said she won or some shit. And I'm like, okay, Katie, like, your name is getting you over for real.
Right.
Like,
right.
I can't fuck with you if y'all, you know what I mean? Like, and you just going with it too. Like, you was like, hey, fuck, yep, I won. Yep. Yeah. Sure did. Yes, I did. No problem.
She said that shit last night.
Like, bruh, no. It is what it is. But I just think the trajectory, before I get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna go when you go. But before I get up out of here, I just honestly believe that the trajectory of the sport of boxing is not going in a very productive place. Everybody's looking for a financial come up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. That's why I would look at what Kid Austin say. He looking at Shakur Stevenson fight as a come up. He calling out Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? You got Abdullah Mason, who's saying he's a prospect for the second year in a row. Like, how the fuck you would prospect 2 years in a goddamn row? Like, shit.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But I mean,
hey man, don't mess with my man Abdullah, man.
But I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's like it's. I'm saying like the game is fucked up. Like he should not be a prospect 2 years in a row. He should be a contender at this point. He should be considered a contender. I think he should be at least considered to be somebody on their way. Because I don't see him as a prospect because of how he fight and he got a lot more. Well, with him having just as, because ain't nobody looking at Kid Austin as a prospect, and Abdullah Mason is talked about just as much as Abdullah.
But Abdullah Mason's fighting like 5-6 times a year, and he's just getting started. It's just he's been putting in a lot more work than a lot of other people, and in a short period of time. And I think that's where the prospect and the contender part comes into play a little bit. And I think that in his case and stuff, man, hey man, just go ahead and walk it. You know what I mean? Don't rush it, because like his last fight, you're rushing it, and now next thing you know, your ass got caught a few times. You got stung, you got dropped, you came up like a champion, did what you supposed to do, went and got back. But I say that to say that you always still got some shit to learn, to work on and learn from. So keep doing what you're doing. And sometimes in a lot of cases, man, they need to, slow it down. I mean, it's good to do those Lomachenko, Teofimo, I only got 10 fights, 12 fights, and let's go for a championship. I'm going to try to be great, cool, and then it's another thing to going out there, showcase yourself, but still work on your craft. Because with these guys, man, what's Abdullah Mason? What, 20, 23, 22, 23?
He young, bro.
Young, yeah. He young, and what is it? Top Rank is they feeding them a lot. They putting them out there. So, some of it need to, I ain't mad at them. I like Abdullah. I like all of them, Kid Austin, and I like all these guys, but I'm like you too. Until you go out there and do something, I'm not sitting around crowning these guys.
Yeah, man. I'm not finna be like, yeah. I'm like, I think it's just gonna be the same thing it is for a lot of fighters that, like I said for Kid Austin, that he's going to be cool. He's going to fight some cool dudes.
Yeah.
But when he gets up in competition, you're going to notice that he loses in certain big fights, he's going to lose in big fights. He's going to beat the average guy or win average fights or win the showcase fights. He'll win those. Yeah, okay, cool, granted, yay. But when he gets into the big time and he's with the big crowds and the big names, when those fights start happening, he'll lose. Does that mean that he may not have a Hall of Fame career? Shawn Porter is that type of fighter. He has a Hall of Fame career. So then it's just the fact that losing in boxing is so foreign and so frowned upon. It's taboo. Like, just one loss is like, oh my God. Like,
you think so? You think so, DT?
Now,
to me, it never changes, man. I mean, I think this is my opinion. I know the fans always say that because everybody's in the moment. You lose, you're a bum. Your last performance was not good, you suck.
Yeah, you suck. You garbage.
You get a knockout, you the greatest. You know what I mean? You have a great performance, watch out for his ass. I think you're so much into it a moment that, these are the things that always happen in boxing. You could take an L and you can come back just as easy as taking an L. Case in point. Look at Daniel Dubois.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got knocked out. Okay.
Bro, when he got beat by Joe Joyce, everybody it's like, bro, he's garbage.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Throw him in the trash.
He hot garbage, right?
Garbage. He got beat by slow ass Joe Joyce.
Yeah. And now, motherfuckers say what? You can't beat that motherfucker. Can't beat Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. See what I'm saying? Like, the times might be changing, bro. But before I go, I gotta say this. It's just a lot of people compare a lot of these modern dudes to a guy who, if he was to fight now, y'all wouldn't even respect him if he fought now. If these two guys were to fight now, y'all compare a lot of fights to these two guys fighting. But if these two guys, because both of these guys, when they fought each other, they had losses.
That's right.
And if they were fighting to this day, in this day, y'all wouldn't respect him. And that's Santoro Gotti and Mickey Ward.
Oh my God.
Y'all compare a lot of, when y'all see like slobber knockers or certain fights, y'all compare it to those two men. But those two men got in that ring each time with losses and draws and been beat up and battle wounded and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
And those type of fighters now, y'all wouldn't respect them. Like, y'all would call those bums.
Yeah.
But yet and still, that is pretty much one of the most exciting fights that you can see to this day. Like, if anybody, when people say, man, what's a good boxing fight? What is the first fight motherfuckers say usually most of the time? It's Gotti Ward.
Gotti Ward, and I like to say I like to say Barrera. I like to say Barrera Morales.
Barrera Morales. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's certain fights like where you just, those are it. But you gotta understand that when those two, we know, like when these fights that we mentioned that are just marquee fights in boxing, these dudes came in there with losses. These guys had something to prove. These fighters came in this ring without the mindset they cannot lose this fight. They already have losses on their resume. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for me, you don't get those fights. Like, I honestly feel like that the Wilder AJ fight should have happened a long time ago, but it is what it is. But
they blew it.
In closing, I apologize to my hardcores that I have not made any videos, but I have not gave a shit about the fuckery and the foolery and the dumb shit that these fraudulent boxers is doing, because I think they just mainly clout chasing. So forgive me if I'm not enthusiastic about what's going on in the sport of boxing right now. I'm not enthusiastic about Keyshawn Davis and Tank Davis. I'm not yay about that shit. I'm not jumping up and flipping for that shit. I'm not happy about it, whatever. I kind of, you know, do want to see what Shakur do against Joe Cordina. I want to see how that go. I kind of want to see what David do, because I know everybody is looking for David to lose. But I'm not really excited. Boxing isn't exciting to me. And honestly, to everybody out there in the YouTube, YTBC, the only reason why your boy is still out here trying to do these live streams and these videos is because of you.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with no clout or want money or any of that. It's because of y'all, man. It's because of the 9,000 motherfuckers that subscribe to my goddamn channel. That say, DT, where you at, man? I need to know what you think, man. I need to hear some real shit. So I'm going to tell you what the fuck I think. So here was it is. So
That's right. That's right.
I just wanted to let y'all know that I see you and I do this for the folk. I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for money. I don't do it for fame. I do it for the folk. So, B-Mac, in closing, what's your thoughts in closing?
Hey, man, I just want to thank you, man, for opening up the panel, man. It's been so long, man, that I've been on. You know, I've been ill, you know, with sickness and so on and so forth. I'll be back, man. But, you know, you pushed me to get on. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I'll be listening in the background and all that. And you said, B-Mac, get your ass up here, man. You know, it's like, you know, damn, DT3 didn't call me out. You know, like, I'm gonna have to.
Well, you didn't call me out. You know, the only thing that called me is like DC3.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate how you don't make enough content. I'm like, well, shit. Had me looking all like, well, my bad. Well, excuse me, sir.
I love the real, man. You know, that way I can sit back here and talk to you for this hour or hour and a half, whatever I've been up here, man. I love the real, man. You know what I mean? So the real boxing content, man. So I just want to thank you, my brother, for going here and pushing me and actually doing this live stream, man, because people need to hear this type stuff, man. They need to hear the real. So thank you, man, for allowing me to come on this platform. I appreciate you. And you know, until the next time, man, you're always welcome on mine as well. You know how we do. You know,
already know how we do, man.
All love, man. So y'all out there, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and then share the content, man, right here at DT3 The Boom, man. So I appreciate you, my brother. Until the next time, I'm gonna be out.
All right, my G. That's B-Mac of the Mac, my baby. Yeah, I'm talking about. Well, all my peoples, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Everybody that tuned in, that came in. Appreciate everybody that pulled up on your boy. Yeah, I'm talking about. Shout out to the Jedi, man. I saw you in the chat. I was trying to let my boy IOTVA cook, boy. But I was hoping that you pulled up, but you know, he's probably busy or whatever. But as we always say, NBBC forever. As we always say at the end of this shit, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect, though.